Hey everyone, it's PB at Kotaku. One of my goals for 2025 is to focus on making more long-form content. As you know, my channel consists of mostly shorts and... Oh, we done now? Anyways, with such a busy schedule, long-form content has taken a back seat. I used to be able to do 3 to 4 a month, but for the majority of 2024, I was lucky to be able to do 1 to 2 long-form videos a month. I'd like that to change though, so for this video, I'll do an action figure review. I think it'll be a good start because I have a lot of stuff to open up. There's all that, even more by my desk, and even a lot more under my set. Okay, enough of that mess. I'd like to review this Vector action figure I got from Ross for only $7. Now let's get into it. You know what, before ripping this action figure open, I'll give the obligatory front and back shots of the packaging. Okay, that's good enough. Alright, let's get Vector out of his paper and plastic prison. I think it's safe to assume that no one has ever seen action figure packaging ripped open on YouTube. Nope, it's never happened in the history of YouTube. Oh, and there's a few elastic bands keeping the action figure secure in the blister pack. Well, I gotta get something to...
A few moments later.
Now that we've removed the action figure from the pack, why is this in here? It's supposed to be edited out. Well, the 10 ring came out easy enough, and after cutting the elastic bands off, Vector will slide right out. See, what did I tell you? Slid right out. I gotta say, even from here, Vector is looking good, feels solid, and the colors pop. There's no way I'll find anything wrong with this action figure. Oh, well, I guess I spoke a little too soon. The paint job is a bit messy at the top underside of Vector's mouth. Oof. There's a bit of a mess on the left side of his face too, and the left headphone looks a bit rough as well. The paint job is a little less messy on the other side, so that's good. The seam line right under the chain though, it looks like the pieces didn't quite fit together. Well, that's a minor issue. Who the heck's gonna be constantly focusing on something so small like that? Here's the cuffs on Vector's arms. The paint on the buckle parts is a bit rough on the edges, but honestly, you can't see it from half an arm's length away. So this is a non-issue, and I'm not deducting points for that. Not that I'm doing a point system right now. Vector's eyes look perfectly fine. Great job there. Not like the factory bootleg / reject modern Amy. Awful. Just awful, isn't it? Going from head to toe, things look great. Yeah, there are some seam lines, but these are cost-effective, regular-ass action figures, not something more premium like Figma. Everything is fine, and I think it's in line with what you pay for. The back is very solid as well. I mean that in both color and overall looks. There's no blending in the paint job, but that's not expected in a product like this. I may be wrong, but it looks like the green and orange parts of this action figure are colored plastic and not painted. I can't forget about showing off the front. This definitely is the cleanest part of the action figure. Vector's belly was painted rather smoothly. I only see one negligible smudge. I can't quite tell if Vector's chain is painted or if it's merely colored plastic. Not that it really matters. Whatever the case is, it looks great. For me, the most standout part of this action figure are Vector's shoes. It seems like shoes have always been an important trait for Sonic characters, so I'm not surprised they stick out so much. His right shoe looks a bit scuffed up, but the left shoe is fine. Due to my lighting setup, it looks like the shoes have a crocodile face on them. Actually, it looks more like a hippo face. As for the articulation, it seems pretty versatile. Vector's arms do basic up and down movements. In addition, the shoulder joints allow the arms to fully rotate and swivel. Vector's hands can do a full 360-degree rotation. That's really important for an action figure's posability. Bootleg Reject Factory Modern Amy couldn't even rotate 1 degree. Vector's mouth can open and close. That's something not typical with action figures of Sonic characters, but to be fair, I think Vector is the only character who this is feasible for. You can really tell I enjoyed messing with this moving part the most. Vector's legs have the same level of versatility as his arms. They also have a 360-degree range of motion. However, even with that ability, there are not a lot of visually appealing nor practical applications for it. Comical posing options though, there's plenty of room for that. Finally, the elbow joints. They have ball joints like all of the other joints. Because of this, Vector's forearms are also able to swivel 360 degrees. As for bending forwards and backwards, they go as far as physically possible, covering 180 degrees of motion. According to the back of the packaging, Vector has 13 points of articulation. I didn't bother counting, so I'm just going to take Jakks Pacific's word for it. So with the level of flexibility this action figure has, you can find a decent number of poses to put Vector in. Oh yeah, I forgot the tail can move too. So you can pose him like a Viper or a Legend Killer, a basic ass pose, the swole pose, or however you want to pose him. Even if it's something completely weird or degenerate, it's your action figure, pose him how you want to. According to the Sonic Picky wage I read, Vector was a part of Wave 18, which released in September 2024 and had an MSRP of $10. I found the entire wave at Ross and DD's discounts around late November 2024, so I was actually surprised to see discount stores getting these shortly after release. I thought discount stores only got old stock that couldn't sell. As I said near the start of the video, I paid $7 for Vector. Even at $10, I think it's a great price for what you get, so paying less than that is even better. Although these are advertised as 4-inch action figures, Vector is a bigger character, thus his action figure is slightly taller at 4.5 inches. A smaller character like Classic Amy is actually in the 3.5 inch range, so I guess 4 inches is a broad estimated range. I'm gonna call it here. I'm really looking forward to doing a lot more reviews. I have so much stuff to work with, action figures, anime figures, and to be a little more specific, Gundam, Transformers, scale figures, Nendoroids, Figma. I have so much stuff. What? If you saw something in one of my previous videos that you'd like me to review, let me know in the comments. I'm completely open to suggestions. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, sub, Patreon's down low. If you have a little more free time, check out my $15 anime scale figure review or one of my earliest reviews on the Mega House Blue Eyes White Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! Both videos will be at the end screen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.